Hello, world. Welcome to episode 7 of City Skylines, the city of Monikerton. Just getting a nice view of Jenny there. Who doesn't want a nice view of Jenny? And of the death wave that seems to be happening. I just plunked down a crematorium down here. All the hearses are in use. I'm worried that I maybe do not have a certain mod installed or something that is messing with it, but you know what? If we lose a couple people, so be it, I suppose. It'll help maybe not have a million amounts of lag later. Let's hop right into it real quick here and just make sure these guys have access to death care. They seem to. I'm willing to bet that it's a mod that is causing this, because we shouldn't be experiencing this. So, and this graveyard is emptying. So you know what? Why don't we put down we have a super crematorium. Yeah, we'll put one down in this area here, and right there. Hopefully, he will help the issue. So I had to actually kind of go back and see where we left off the last episode. I don't think I did any more work on Rodney since, but I did, here we go, get Henry nice and filled out, and you know, there's trees now in our nature reserve, along with a couple rocks and stuff. Still plenty to do here. Holy, I just noticed this. Look at all of the people walking. That's fantastic to see. Traffic in this city is not great. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, let's see what the percentage is here. Here we are, 77. I would be happier if it was over 80. This has been clogged up or whatever for a while now. These are pretty clogged up, and I think it's because this is tourism or leisure or something. Here we are. Leisure. So, especially since we're going to be putting more in, this is only going to be a problem that continues. So we definitely need to figure that out. But yes, back to the happy news. Henry is 5-star, making us, holy, $30,000 a week, I think that is. And it's just because all of these people are walking. They're using Henry to walk to and from the various places up here, over here, and over here. So, I mean, I'm not going to be upset about that. We're making $73,000 a week right now. So, nothing too shabby with that. I feel like you guys saw Kathy the other day, right? Or the last episode? We got somebody upgrading? Yes, that's because I just put down this graveyard. I think it's really pretty. This name's funny. And I want to kind of decorate this and have this area filled out with some props, so it doesn't look so bleak and boring. So we'll definitely get to that. So today though, last episode we hit Megaopolis, which unlocked, in theory, every single square that we can purchase. So today we have a lot to do. Let's just get right to it. We have only $40 million to spend, which, real talk, isn't like so much money that well, actually maybe I'm lying. I'm lying. Tell all your friends I'm a big old liar. So we're just going to start purchasing squares. And what I would like to accomplish today is get some roadage put down, like get the layout of the land happening, and that will allow us to plan properly some mass transit, which is something I really think that our town needs. Our town, call it a town. I think perhaps some of the issue with the traffic can be solved with mass transit. But I didn't want to do mass transit when we only had, you know, a couple areas to work with. So we can at least plan it out this way. And this is the time where we need to move our connection. So I'm just going to purchase all these squares. I don't think there's any reason not to. I don't know how it contributes to possible lag or frame drops or whatever later. But you know what? We will just have to find out. Let's get this done. And our last square is just shy of $200,000. So there, done. Great. We now, I think, can do this happily. Did we miss? Oh, look at the big liar. Are we going to actually get... Oh my god, look at how much more we can buy. Just by turning the camera around. Well, I'm embarrassed. Ooh, it'd be really fun to have some people like sparsely populating the mountain. I really love to do cable cars as a form of transit, but it kind of only really makes sense in the mountain. I guess I always think of like ski lifts, but that'll be fun. Okay, now I believe we have unlocked every tile. So we can look around, we can see what's going on. We got some people coming in and out of the city. Hooray, happy days. This is a really nice junction. Where is this? Where are we? Why don't I get started? I will... It's Jenny House. I always call the area by the park names, but I said Jenny there and that was wrong anyways. Yeah, I keep looking at the traffic and I keep getting, you know, finicky or whatever, and I want to fix it, but I don't think there's any point in trying to fix it until we get some mass transit happening. So let me get some roads laid out, and then I will come back and we can talk through the plans for mass transit. So let's just get this done. you might have seen a little bit of work get done there. I watched some friends live streaming. So many of my pals are hitting affiliate over on Twitch, which is really great. Doesn't that just look whack? And I can't make it look better. So that will be better one day. But yes, this is probably the area where we got the most like internal roads done. We've got some tram prep happening there, and here and here, and maybe like across the water, and here and here and here. I would like to do those cable cars. Cable cars. Look at this map maker. I love them. Her and them. I like them. They're great. They're a real swell. Yes, and then we came down here and we left some areas intentionally blank. This also doesn't look super hot, does it? So definitely need to get some more work done in some places. I do have big plans for this. I really want this to be like a high density, really jam-packed area full of cool, neato stuff. So that is something that we will see in the future, not this episode. Over here, I'm just going to mark these out now with you. This is industry, right? Yes. So this fella is going to be ore. So we'll make some ore happen. We can probably do that, I guess. Dale Industries. Well, I guess we just learned what this area's name is going to be. And then I am going to, down here, I'm going to populate this with trees and make it a, what do you call that? Forestry area. Because the big plans, these will look nicer later, I promise. This will be an airport, a cargo airport. So, Dale. Oh no, Dale. Great. And then a forestry name. Who's the guy who sings I'm a lumberjack and that's okay? We're calling it, oh, we'll just Jack. Jack. So clever. So clever. So I have Dale and Jack in the future. Will happen. And then I thought about where, like, do we want one central area for all of these factories? I don't know. If we do we want that area down here? I think this might eventually turn into a 6-lane road and it'll continue up through Jack and Dale to be able to handle the amount of traffic that will probably come onto it. This, I don't know what I want to do, but, you know, I just thought it would look cool. Probably want it to start making things less dense than this is. Even though it's low density housing, it's like, you know, super packed together. So we can work on that. I really do love the difference in building heights. And then what I have planned up here, this is what we're going to work on, right? Meow. So we have this kind of like retaining wall that's holding back the, I mean, it's not actually obviously holding back, but it's separating the height values, I suppose. And I'm going to make it push out here, and we might as well do that now. Now, the question I had for myself was, do I want it to end in a roundabout? I don't think I do. We'll see if we can handle it without it. Yeah, we'll see. We can always adjust later. So I want to come off of here in a straight line. Maybe not where that parking lot is. Maybe right out here. Oh yes, and I wanted that to be elevated, didn't I? Well then. Let's try that again. Let's just, so this is where our main, like, oh god, I said like, our main public transit area is going to be. Let's get up to a height of 12 and then see what that looks like. Yeah, we'll come here. Oh, that looks very strange. Oh, that looks very neat. It didn't do that anywhere over here. So I wonder what that's about. Maybe it's because the land terrain height was already there. And see what it does. Just does that again. Okay, so maybe we'll put some rocks here and disguise that. Great. So the plan for this area is over here, going to have a main public mass transit hub thing. This will be part of it. I was just kind of looking through like the transit hubs that I had in my assets, and this was one of them. And I couldn't decide between this one, which is just monorail and bus. I couldn't decide between that and this fella, who is monorail, no, yes, metro monorail train. So it's got 2 train lines on, you know, the one line, but available on either side, and 2 monorail. And it has a metro underneath it, I believe. Yes. So that's really cool. So I feel as though they serve different purposes. And so the mass transit hub is going to be here. But over here, I'm thinking this is where we'll have our airport. And so the train and the monorail to me kind of makes sense to be like on the airport, because trains and monorails will take you farther than a bus will. So the monorail will connect between the two as well, but we need to kind of plan that out, which is why I've got all of these roads here. So probably, maybe, the last time lapse of the episode. But let's see what sort of transit we can have happening here, and yeah, let's see what we can come up with. We now have an airport. How wonderful is that? We also have train, monorail, and metro by the airport, and a very large parking lot that, you know, sort of looks half decently aligned, but not really, actually. And then we have a couple metro lines, nope, monorail lines, and a wee hub. So, we'll definitely work more on this in the future. I don't know that a mass transit heavy episode is really great, but I got this line actually going somewhere useful. Plumps down right there. So I think to end this episode, I feel like it has been both extremely short and extremely long at the same time. We're just going to do our first inaugural what do you call that? Line for the monorail, and follow this train along. So let's press play. Lots of time lapses and accomplishing things kind of in between takes. But the process, my process anyways, of building big highways and stretches of roads is very try it, don't like it, delete it, try it again, don't like it, delete it. So, I mean, let me know in the comments if you'd rather these episodes accomplish less overall, but have less time-lapsey stuff on them, or if you're cool with how it is right now. And I can definitely adjust as needed. I think what I will do is play this city on a live stream and get some more of the mass transit done on a live stream so that it's not taking up time in an episode. And the next episode, let's work on something fun. We have a residential demand and we have an industrial demand. So let's work on getting those done. And, we'll actually properly expand the city a bit. So that has been it. Thank you. Let's do this fella now. Wow. God, that's stunning. Just a really inspirational view of our city of Monikerton. So yeah, let me know what you would rather see in the comments below. I'm easy. Just tell all your friends. And I will see you guys next episode. See you next episode. Have a great day.